But now to Amendment 5 on community energy. At every stage of this bill, we Liberal Democrats have repeatedly raised our concerns and those of many MPs of parties across the House and of many, many community energy groups and communities that we represent who are worried that as it currently stands, this bill is missing a vital limb. The bill lists 4 objectives of Great British Energy, but nowhere is there a mention of supporting the growth of community energy. We know that local power generation is an essential part of the energy mix, ensuring communities own and benefit from renewable energy projects and reducing pressures on the transmission grid. In fact, those words are taken from the government's own founding statement for Great British Energy, and the Minister himself said in this chamber that Great British Energy will deliver a step change in investment in local and community energy projects, putting local authorities and communities at the heart of the energy transition. Yet the community energy sector has been brought almost to a standstill by the former Conservative government, and the barriers that still exist in terms of selling directly to their customers and the cost of connecting to the grid. So welcome words are not enough. The problem is those are words that are not enshrined in the bill itself. And that's why we really are surprised that why does the government continue to vote down amendments that what they do is put communities right at the very heart of this bill. So we'll continue to push on this. And I would like to thank the 58 members from the benches across the House who have supported this amendment, which requires that the statement of strategic priorities for Great British Energy have specific regard to community-based clean energy schemes. In my own county in Cambridgeshire, there's the Swaffham Prior Community Heat Network. It's the first of its kind to switch to reliable zero-carbon heating in the village, started by the Swaffham Prior Community Land Trust, addressing fuel poverty and the village's reliance on oil heating. The interventions from my honourable colleagues and members in the House at the moment is giving us doubt around this commitment, that it will be in the founding statement, it will be in the strategic priorities, but it would not be front-facing in the bill. And therefore I would urge the government to make good on their promises. We know their commitment to community energy. Let it be understood clearly and put it in the bill. Thank you.
I will focus on Amendment 5, as have many of my Liberal Democrat members this afternoon, to specifically support community energy projects in Great British Energy's strategic priorities. Our concern remains that unless something concrete is included in the bill, future ministers, governments or chief executives of Great British Energy may decide not to support it, and the full benefits of local energy may not be realised. I very much hope that the government recognises how strongly colleagues feel across the House to include specific support for community energy, and that it will create the cross-party support for the bill as a whole. Thank you.
I would also like to thank the Honourable Member for South Cambridgeshire for her statement of support for my colleagues' work and for a better bill in terms of nature recovery earlier, and for her own proposals on insulation and community energy, which we very much support too. All these things are vital for the bill's success.
To complement this amendment, I am also pleased to be supporting Amendment 5, which would ensure that developing community energy is a priority of GB Energy.
And on community energy, it was a very well worded and very noble ambition from the Liberal Democrats on community energy, which the SNP would have been very, very pleased to support in a debate. It's one of the things that's really missing from GB Energy is a statutory responsibility to develop and accelerate at pace in some measured fashion community energy.
However, on the Honourable Member's amendment around community energy, as the Honourable Member will know, I, along with the Government, am passionate about community energy, and it will form an integral part of Great British Energy's local power plan, which will put communities at the heart of the energy transition, giving them a stake in the shift to net zero. As a member, not just of the Labour Party, but also of the Cooperative Party, this is at the heart of my politics, and I know many of my honourable friends. We have been advocating for community energy for decades. This isn't a new idea for us, and empowering communities is critical. I know that the Honourable Lady and I share this passion, and we share our commitment to this, and I can assure the House that the Department is looking not just through Great British Energy, but crucially on a number of the points that have been made, a cross-government approach to making sure that community energy projects can be delivered with all the changes that are required to planning and to governance to make that happen. I always want to work with members across this House, and have done so throughout the passage of this bill, and we continue to engage with the Liberal Democrats and other interested parties on this important issue to explore options on how the bill can ensure the effect that they are seeking, and I look forward to further such discussions in the weeks and months ahead.
I know many members of the House are passionate about the issue of local power. And let me reassure the House, the Government is committed to delivering the biggest expansion of support for community-owned energy in history.